Although not originally planned to arrive on British shores, the 7,349-pound CFMoto 700 CLX adventure will now land in UK showrooms in March 2023, sitting alongside the pre-existing Sport and Heritage Nakeds as a no-nonsense, easy-to-ride dual-purpose scrambler. Built in China in CFMoto's Hangzhou factory, the bikes across the range are now being distributed in the UK by KTM's parent company Pierer Mobility in a partnership that began in 2013. CFMoto will now also produce the 790 Adventure range for the Austrian brand in China. The new CLX might say adventure in the brochure, but it's unlikely to be your pick for serious all-terrain riding. Instead, it's a comfortable, mild-mannered, almost retro-looking twin that would likely raise a smile on a dusty gravel trail but run out of ground clearance on anything more serious. Tested on the challenging spaghetti-like ribbons of tarmac draped across the mountains of southern Spain, the CLX showcased its skills as being one of those bikes you can hop on with instant familiarity. Every control is where you'd naturally expect it to be, and there's an easy reach to the ground, thanks to an 830mm seat height. Simple and easy are the two best words I can use to best describe the handling of the CFMoto 700 CLX adventure. Push on the wide bars and it turns without fuss, like if Ronseal did chassis geometry. It's not lazy steering or too abrupt, but a gentle, predictable peel into the bend and a solid composure throughout. I weigh in the region of 10 stone, and while the adjustable 41mm upside-down forks and single shock are on the soft side for me, it doesn't tie itself in knots or dive heavily under braking. Heavier riders may think differently, however the full adjustability at the front and the preload and rebound changes available at the rear end should help to counteract this. Instead, that additional squidge of the springs works in tandem with the comfortable seat to absorb any energy from ruts and bumps in the tarmac, leaving you to get on with the important job of having fun. And should you want to let your hair down and stretch the bike's legs, there is plenty of ground clearance on either side from the wide, flat pegs, meaning no nasty scrapes as you explore the lean angle potential. This is helped further by the inclusion of Pirelli Scorpion Rally STR tires, which give the illusion of being a blocky, off-road centric adventure option, but grip just as well as any road-only rubber available in this segment of the market. They are seriously good. The CFMoto 693 cubic centimeters A2 license restrictable engine is easygoing and unthreatening, based around the old Kawasaki ER6 motor, but now with an increased bore and stroke of 83 by 64 mm to bring it to 693 cubic centimeters. It gives a warming embrace to novice riders and allows those more advanced to extract every morsel at sensible speeds. Fed by a small 13-liter fuel tank nestled between your knees, it generates a gravelly bark unsurprisingly reminiscent of Kawasaki's Ninja 650 and Z650. Although free revving, it's happiest sitting in the middle of the RPM range, starting to feel a bit short of breath at the very top. Keep it fizzing between 600 and 9500 RPM and it's golden, producing a great induction noise and an ample surge of power to carry its 203 kilograms wet weight. It's also the best fueled of all of the CLX options, with the Sport we also had access to on this test surging aggressively from the middle of the revs like a kind of hidden VTC system that made negotiating tight switchbacks unnecessarily difficult. Outside of that, the clutch is light and the shift is crisp, meaning no nonsense coming up and down the box. Elsewhere though, the very architecture of the engine could be a stumbling block to its adventure name, with the twisting front header pipes protruding noticeably and without protection from behind the front wheel. This could be problematic should you want to tackle any challenging trails, with one hefty whack on those likely to spoil your trip and put a big dent in your wallet. It's difficult to say for certain how reliable the CLX adventure will be over time, but it will be sold in the UK with a 4-year warranty should anything go amiss, with all of the spare parts now stored at KTM's headquarters in Mattighofen. There is one owner's review on our 700 CLX heritage page which shares the same chassis and engine, and they score the bike 5 stars out of 5 in this category, claiming no issues in around 9,320 miles of usage. Priced at £7,349 and available with a 4-year dealer warranty, the 700 CLX Adventure represents good value for money. It's well built, has an impressive suite of electronics, and features premium touches like a set of Pirelli Scorpion Rally STR tires to set it apart from some of its rivals. You get a lot of bang for your buck on the Adventure with a number of features to set it apart from the rest of the 700 CLX range. This includes the clear front screen, which wraps around the circular LED headlight and keeps the wind off your shoulders and head, nicely minimizing fatigue on long motorway runs. There's also a chunky handrail for the pillion passenger and racking to attach luggage when you go away. The only disappointment is the circular LCD display, which feels a bit old-fashioned in this modern world of TFT screens. It's easy to read the main dial though, and helps keep the costs down. However, the small warning lights around the rim of the unit can be easily lost in sunlight.